Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Elf channel here. Let's get into a couple of cards, see how you're doing. I got a couple of pre-written notes here. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to this reading. I know that I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's coming up that is changing the structure of the way that I do things incrementally, like slowly, steadily. So I hope you're doing well. I love and appreciate and respect each and every single one of you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing fine. These are turbulent times. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dive right into it, really. Like, yeah, yeah. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. I get into tarot, I get into the stars, I get into light language, I get into cosmic races. I'm big on vegetarianism slash veganism. I'm big on animal communication. I'm big on telepathy and clear sentience and all the clears and clear eloquence and clear audience and clear hearing, clear smelling, clear olfactory and everything clear. Ace of Cups, big ups. And I'm making my own tarot cards as well. I'm having fun with that. I'm, you know, collaborating with Pleiades energies, so big Pleiades energies coming in because we need some emotional support here. We don't need just we love Arcturian energy. It's awesome. It's party. It's big ass collective vibes. It's troublemakers. It's no fucks given, but we also need a little bit of that stern emotional intelligence and that compassion and that, you know, correcting of the war harm, if that's how you say that. And some of y'all might be, reading up on um, different dimensions. I'm getting some of y'all are from the ninth dimension, so you do have like cat-like stuff going on, or you're big on working with gods and stuff like that, which is awesome. Um, and goddesses and gods. You could say gods and goddesses, but I like to just put an S behind God, and gods will simply become all of them. But yeah, it's a weird paradigm coming out of the patriarchal stuff. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get right into it. Okay. Learning to fend for yourself. Your watchdogs are getting tired. Take the wheel. That's message number one. Yeah, yeah. You need to learn how to fend for yourself. You need to take your own battles, and you need to basically understand that the people that used to protect you, the programs that used to protect you, they've come to a conclusion that you're ready for your new next level. So congratulations on reaching your next level. You're upgrading and your higher self is clicking into place. And we're going to do this one for the collective as well. Okay, thank you very much. It's just about shedding wings, shedding skin, shedding feathers, shedding, scrubbing, all of it. Renewing, becoming new, coming into the 13th dimensional death grid of exiting the sounds of familiarity. Okay? So next level, new levels, okay? And sidebar, we're going to talk about addictions, and if you're addicted to anything, you're going to get slaughtered in this video. Like there's no mercy here for addictions or for draining your vessel or for draining Mother Nature with no appreciation, with no care, with no love, but just if the remaining addiction is messing up your energy body, your system, we're going to advocate for your higher self to take more place in your body and create more of those light code blockages to come into your body and scream for that necessary attention, for distribution of light codes within your vessel. So that has to do with pushing the envelope and really creating space for that healing, and to actually create healing, and not necessarily forcing you to become a healer, but sort of like inviting you to actually want to heal, which is a big step for some of y'all. Okay, next. Wow. You deal with all adversity by challenging them to be more innovative as you point out other participants in the mix. So it's basically saying that the way to deal with adversity is by challenging adversity and the people that are adverse to you, by becoming innovative as you point out other participants in the mix. So it's like, let's say you're talking to someone and you point out the competition, your friends, their friends, influencers, other politicians, other gods or goddesses, other beings in the mix. And then you challenge people by talking about innovative ways of moving forward together. So if their ego is too big, you can simply rest your case and be like, oh, well, that was very petty. Like, I did not expect that from them. Like, I am disappointed, and it is within my right to clean them out of my system. Because I'm a firm believer and I'm an advocate for not taking shit from anyone. Okay, so believe in yourself. Talk yourself up. Talk yourself up. So you've been upgraded. And you can also tell your demons or your authority figures that are trying to pull you down. You can let them know that I told them that they can all thank me later. Okay? So third message coming in: getting locked out by spirit for the sake of training you to start voicing your needs to whoever's around you. You're leveling up. Yeah. So somebody locked you out of something, of your own space. Somebody is like really ballsy. Someone think that they can come in here and mess up your game. Someone comes into your life and think that they have authority over your whole structure, the things that you've built up for yourself, the way that your routine works, the way that you are, the way that you run your stuff. Somebody has come into your life and they thought that they could tell you how to run your business. But those people are being cleared out. So you're clearly starting to, remove certain individuals from your life that you gave your power away to. So these vampirical leeches, they're being removed because you're starting to realize, and your higher self is now being informed, that when you let go of people, they will show up again through other human beings, but they will be upgraded in an evolutionarily way. I didn't say that right, but you know what I mean. There's also an elf presence that's being confirmed through healing Irish connections, and that's a very specific message for someone. So congratulations on that. Elemental presence is always welcomed, and yeah, it's cool. It's amazing. It's something to inform our nervous system of, that it's okay. You know why? Because we're about to enter the angelic realms. We're about to enter angelic territory. We're about to enter higher than 7th dimensional energy. So yeah, we're hanging out in the 5th dimension with a bunch of people talking about, the negative 13th or the negative 100th dimension, and everything is possible. But we don't necessarily have to get into all of that military trauma that comes from certain individuals in our life and tell them that no, it's okay that they were yelling and screaming and hurting you in the name of national security. It's okay. No, it's not. It's not okay to be belittled by others for the sake of having a big impact. Ooh, it's very tough for certain individuals to hear this, but you need to integrate this. So just know that you're here to save yourself, okay? And the more that somebody is hating on me, the better it is for them, because I will affect whoever is hating me in a very positive way. So I don't care if people hate me or are scared of me. It's actually beneficial for them, because I don't mind, because I can handle it, because I don't necessarily just have a strong ego, but I have a divine ego, and I'm working through this DNA healing, and I'm creating so much awareness when it comes to empathy and narcissism that I could have a bunch of microdiagnoses. I could weave myself in and out of madness and just being complacent, and I can be all of those things. It comes down to how much are you willing to take responsibility for. I want to try to take responsibility for everything. I want to take responsibility for everything. I want to. I want to take responsibility for and nothing. Like, oh man, it's their fault. They started it. It wasn't my fault. And then just, okay? So challenge yourself. You can't do anything wrong. You're not supposed to walk around feeling like you did anything wrong. So test it. Do the wrong things and love yourself afterwards. You know, piss people off and then just tell them, hey, remember, I don't hate you. Like, I love you and I respect you. Because we don't want to create any karma. We don't want to be walking around creating karma, okay? So, 44444 portals and the like, cleaning out fake friends, you know, and also kicking habits such as addictions and letting go of guilt by acting cosmically and helping others and ourselves to regain self-respect. So in order to regain self-respect, sometimes we need to just help other people a little bit. You know, because sometimes everything is about us. Especially when it comes to fire signs, it's like me, until everything is about me. So Leos, for example, like an evolved Leo can say everything has to do with me until everything is simply revolving around me and only me, and I love it, and I am a positive influence on other people. The King of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the High Priestess, upright, the Moon and the Sun and the Star, upright, the Fool, mixing it up with the, you know, Eight of Swords in reverse in the Chariot, and just like creating that benefic, like I have a size of being that will be transmitted to the benefit of everybody and everything. Yeah, I got some shit to work out and my ego might be a little bit toxic, but doesn't mean that I can't bless and light up everything and everyone around me. I just need a little bit of encouragement, and it's okay to tell the people around us that your motivation needs a little bit of motivation. Like sometimes you just need to tell people, hey, can you please just try to motivate me? Tell me that I'm a good person and speak your needs. Like that's why spirit is locking you out, because you need to like realize how amazing you are and still be able to show up with respect. So, food for thought. All right, we're gonna get into some cards here. Okay, we're growing up, all of us. We're walking through this together. We're taking one step forward, 5 steps backwards, and then 8 steps forward. So it's like we're reinventing a lot of it. We're taking the stick out of the wheels, so to speak, and we're learning about who to promote and who to fire in our life. Like For some of you, this might be the last time that you see me. For some of you, this is the first time that you've ever seen me. And we're really learning who goes and should I stay or should I go now? If I go, there will be trouble. I don't know that song. Affirm. Here comes an affirmation, okay? And I challenge you to speak this out loud in your mother tongue. Translate it. If you know another language than the language that I am, why am I doing this? Maybe some of y'all are very like, like, I'm gonna tell you a little bit of this, like really Chris Tucker style, like somebody's really talking, really, like, I'm not used to talking at this pace or speed, but I'm feeling a little bit of all of that braggadociousness, which is, some of y'all might have a past with pimps. So, but yeah, if that's the case, just stick around and we'll look into it. There's nothing wrong with criminals or criminal activity. The wrongdoing comes if you're shaming yourself afterwards, during, or before. So, okay, I wrap up my challenges. These are affirmations for your discretion and for you to translate if you so wish to do that, all right? I just want you to really believe it and own it, because you need to find your voice and not just repeat what I said. Your voice. You can hear what I said, but I challenge you to work with the elementals and to really get into that unique moment of translation and to like, yeah, I heard what you said, but how does it translate into what I'm interested in? So it's about really listening deeply and not giving a flying flamingo about whatever it is that other people want you to do all the time. Like, listen to this, listen to that, look here, look there, do this, do that. No, I will not. It's not in my nature. I won't belittle myself in the face of martyrs who promote self-hatred and punishment and the gates of hell, because this is about opening up for our healing and for co-creational abilities and for creating and rising up in dimensions and, yeah, shadow work, light work. Can I please just finish this? Okay? You really do have interesting friends. I'll give you that. It's just that some of them are on their way out. So just, it's okay. You have my permission to relieve them or inform them that they've been relieved. And then they can come back, but through another person and a little bit more evolved. Okay? Okay. Affirmations. I wrap up my challenges. I increase my faith and release to the universe and my inner divine soul as I am pure love. I increase my faith and release to the universe and my inner divine soul as I am pure love. You are invited into the gates of heaven. I am invited into the gates of heaven. I am a walking reminder to all the beings who forgot how beautiful and worthy and divine they are, that they are invited into co-creation. They're invited into healing. The war is over. The war is over. Okay. This card is reversed. It's not even reversed, it's inverted. Maybe I should just do it upside down to make it even more difficult. Maybe you're a genius. Could be that you have an incredibly unique way of looking at the world. It's giving moon card upright. It's giving natural connection to your animal. It's giving higher self. It's giving I know what I dreamt last night. It's giving come on. You can hear it. You can receive compliments from someone that you don't know. You don't have to trust anyone, but it's a shame if you were listening to really cool, beautiful, interesting stuff and there's something in your energy that's like shutting it down. Because if phenomenon is being shut down, you know for a fact that whatever's inside of you is working against you. So it's like, am I harboring an enemy of the states or an enemy of this planet? Let's ask the runes. No. You're safe. Okay. Are you though? Are you safe? Yes. And you're on the right path, but you're not seeing it. And some of y'all might not be interested. Like, I had my share of kids. I had my cup filled up with, all of that energy and taking care of them. And, yeah, you could be 24 years old. You could be... No. Okay. But just do your own thing, okay? That's what the card says. And ask yourself, what do you wish that there would be more of in this world? Like, what is it that you're seeing that we need more of in this world? And try to contribute with that co-creational impression of like, okay, I see everything that's here, I'm mapping it out, okay, I can, that's everything, like, you mapped out this spherical existence of whatever 3 dimension that you're so saturated with alongside everybody else, and whatever dimension that you're looking into or through your brain into in your timeline and all of that. And what is it that you want more of? That's not just some kind of like moral obligation that your mom taught you through her ancestry that was, a message from a pillow tree or a Pocahontas song. But it's like, what is it that you... Yeah. So you might have to get into your shadow in order to get there. And that's okay. Like, sometimes we don't have to have one personality. Sometimes we can have as many personalities that we want. So, some of y'all were probably watching MacGyver when you grew up, so it means you're a little bit older than some of the others. And speak up. Phonetics. Speak with diction. Because there's nothing more awesome than... I feel there's nothing more awesome than channeling and coming into sort of a governance or like the size of a stately way of manifesting or speaking, like this like theatrical energy. There's nothing wrong with the roles that you put on your shoulders. There's nothing wrong with expressing yourself. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit weird. There's nothing wrong with that. And if people are laughing at you when you're trying to be something that you're not, then maybe it's time to really ask them the most difficult questions that you could ever imagine that you had the ability to conjure up. Like, I need to have more faith in you. I want to have more faith in you. So, and this has to do with leaving something behind. This has to do with making choices that will really... I'm hearing really vulgar stuff, so please, Spirit, I don't want the vulgar stuff right now. Like, I want to be... Yeah, we can talk about sex or sexual stuff, but I don't want it to be, like, vulgar. Let's try to behave. The BS... That's the bullshit that's more interesting than Um, so sometimes, okay, this has to do with the shadow. This is what my shadow sometimes is telling me, and this is what I'm telling my shadow's telling you as well right now. Okay, it has to do with judgment and allowing certain attitudes to come through in certain situations, so that we feel more authentic and less alone. And it has to do with just doing our own thing and not forgetting. Yes, we do forgive, but we don't forget our divine essence. You need to come back and believe in your soul, what's good for your highest divine soul. And we're going to get into that more and more and more and more and more and more. So, and now we're talking about the bullshit that's more interesting than what's coming out of someone. You already know what they're going to say. You know, that energy of when less is something. So sometimes we're so appropriate. Sometimes we're so like following the rules. Sometimes we just know what people are going to say, and especially the insecure people around us that they can't take our other personalities because they're so insecure about themselves that they have to laugh not with you but at you to bring you down to their level where they can just sloth in their um in whatever invisible sins that they haven't realized that is going to reoccur until the end of time, or until the point where they realize that they are the only person, soul, thing that can pull themselves up out of that situation. And now I'm talking about my natal astrology. Now I'm inviting you into my timeline, and this is what I do. I'm hearing this is what I do. Um this is up for critique. I would love for someone to just critique me, because it doesn't matter. Like, my natal chart says that my my Pluto is in opposition in 90-degree angle to whatever else that's conjuncting whatever else that's creating a yod with whatever else that has to do with my career, that has to do with this and that planet. And it says something about my birth chart. It said something about me natally. It said something about how I decided to crawl out of the ocean. It says something about how I decide to deal with the rage of the feminine, the divine feminine, the toxic feminine, and how I decide to show up as a man, how I decide to try out all these things that are being superimposed on me in throughout all space, time, and dimension. So what am I? Yeah, and I feel you. Like, I'm on the same page as you. I'm not saying that I'm any different. Like, we're going through the same thing, okay? We're suffering from this post Gemini wound in a way, where it's like always better somewhere else than right here. So come home to the love of your inner light and eat the right stuff. Take care of your vessel and challenge yourself and get rid of some people and stop doing all that bullshit with all of that familiar toxicity that keeps draining certain intestines of yours. Like, you need variation. You need ascension. You need awakening. You need to follow certain, I guess, Buddha cliches and just love working with the world. I hope you do. I know that I said that you have to or should, but just take that energy and just tell it to go itself. Okay? There's nothing wrong with somebody screaming in your face. And just know that every time they're like screaming in your face or whatever, their buttholes, they just go like this. Every time they scream, their butthole goes like this a little bit. So just don't be scared of people. Just figure out a way how to do the Harry Potter swish and flick ridiculous because it's a bogus, it's a woozy, it's a wazi, it's a fugazi, it's a fugazi, it's a Wolf of the Wall Street scene that was improvised from Matthew McConaughey, who won an Oscar. So some of y'all might be considering getting back into acting or going into acting, or at least, or try some new characters. You know, instead of wasting people's time, just tell them like, hey, I just don't want to be with anyone right now. Why? Because I said so. Why? Because that's what I feel like. Why? Because I'm thinking about myself right now. Why? Because I'm trying out new things and I don't know what it's like, but I'm more curious to figure out what's the least that I can say to get away with the things that scares me the most. And that's it right now. Okay? Your incarnation is you being generous because you're so sexy. See, that's logical. That's logic right there. Okay? You're incarnating on this planet is you being generous because you're so sexy. Can you feel that? I'm sorry. Connecting to source's force field. Try and say that 10 times fast. Connecting to source's force field. 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 Okay? I don't know what this means. It says Ashkelon. Ashkelon. It's code for something, maybe a national hero or national mythological creature. Maybe step into the folklore or the children's story tale in the name of mythology and pinpoint elemental beings or other creatures. Like in Norway, we have books about trolls. And they're not little gremlin internet gremlins, but they're actual beings in the woods and the forest. And sometimes I go out there and I talk to them. And sometimes humans appear and I'm like, oh, these are your offsprings. And these are your creations. These are your children. These are your, sometimes people from different places, they look like wherever they're from. Okay. Let me put on a storyline here. So, what else are you going through right now, okay? Okay. It's interesting. And we're going to place that one here. We'll bring in an astrological aspect. Connecting with your mom. Reconnecting with your mom. Don't want to hear about it. There's okay. We got the Page of Cups upright. Okay. Yeah, this is the end of something. Like you're letting go of something, you know. Congratulations. So, what do we do with bad leaders? Well, we don't let them fuck with our shit. What else do we do with bad leaders? We call in protection and we believe in ourselves. What else do we do with bad leaders who are manipulating us and treating us like shit and misusing their power in our lives? What do we do with them? Some of y'all don't mess around. Some of y'all are extremely aggressive. Some of y'all are warriors. Some of y'all are just extreme people who will and can do absolutely anything and whatever it is that you want in order to fix this shit, to bring the heat. But I must warn you or let you know that you can, amidst all of this badassery, at the end of your manifestations, at the end of your doings, at the end of your choices, at the end of all of that, I want you to tell Spirit to be nice to others. Because if you're nice to yourself, you're nice to others. And if you're allowing yourself to get into such a beast mode that there's karma that's happening, then you're on the wheel of karma. We're on the wheel of dharma. If you haven't heard about dharma, you're welcome. Get on there. Get on the wheel of dharma. And yeah, karma. Let's study it. Let's do that. And let's bring in a little bit of challenges. And yeah. Let's do that, okay? And feel free to shoot me an email. I would love to do some readings. I know that for some of you I haven't reached out, so just please reach out again if you're ready for a reading, and then we can set it up through like Zoom or something. And yeah, it's not that expensive. Like we could do PayPal or we could do something else. Like I'm just getting back into it, and I want to keep doing this for fun and to have fun with it. So congratulations on your future optimism. Congratulations on your high morals and your conduct. Congratulations on your dreamy vibes. And congratulations on healing the mother wound. And for hanging out with me and being on this journey. And for weaving all of it. And yeah. We're getting back into this like energy of wanting to listen to the people around us. Why? Because we've kicked out all of the toxic bullshit. We've kicked out all of those people that used to scare us. All of those people that were scary. All of the toxic feminines, all of the toxic masculines. Like, enough with all this scary propaganda. Enough with all this hate speech or self-hatred or martyrdom or this wanting to create destruction or wanting to stay in hateful energies or wanting to stay in depravity. No, we're calling in healthcare, we're calling in psychology, therapists, grounded help. Like, we really need to take care of our vessel. We really need to love ourselves and to, give people the business sometimes and, get that, get those preferred genitals into our mix. How else can I say that? Sex is important. Sex is the reason why we exist. Sex is something to honor. Sex is something to enjoy between all sexes. Okay? So we love who we love. Okay. And don't worry about your enterprise and all of the business, okay? So, yeah, you're good. You just need to feel like you're on the right trajectory. So, affirmation. I feel like I'm on the right trajectory for my soul. I feel like I am on the right path towards my rainbow self, my higher self. I'm on the path. I'm on the right path to the light. I am healing. I am healing. I am love. I am pure love. I am beautiful. I am sexy. I am cool. I am amazing. I am divine. I accept myself into the gates of heaven. I accept my angelic friends. I accept my potential. I accept my archangels, my angels. I accept the elementals. I accept other dimensions. I am protected. I am divinely protected. I am divinely protected. I am a good leader. I help awaken the masses. My wings are activated. I remember my dreams. I am a good person. I love myself. And I love others. I forgive everything and everyone. For always. Now and forever. That I am now, and so it is. And so it is. Activating the Merkaba. Bringing in new structures. Clearing out all satanical bullshit. Healing all military trauma. Sending love to the paternal wound in the collective. Anchoring bravery, connecting to the source. This is force field, connecting to source's force field. We're outgrowing our broken wings. Like a phoenix, our wings grow out of the ashes of our absolution. Be free. No. You're amazing. You're sparkling. You're amazing. Peace out. Blessings. Take care of yourselves. Shine from the inside. Alright. Bye for now. Okay. Bye.